Okay, this is going to be the first of 3 and maybe 4 class meetings where you can ask questions. I can fill you in on the various activities that are expected in the class. You get clarity. You know this has been a kind of a bumpy start with everything going on, and I'd really like this to turn out to be pretty smooth. Today I worked a number of hours trying to get the new version of E360 to accept all of the changes in the syllabus. I have weeks 2, and that's this week, 3, and I have a number of the other assignments in, although not assigned to weeks yet. And the grade book is filling out nicely. So that part will be taken care of. Now, that being said, those of you who did work inside of Connect, if you took one of the quizzes or several of the quizzes, take those grades, snapshot those grades for me, and email them over to me, and I'm going to give you credit for each of those quizzes in the process. Future quizzes will all come out of E360. There are a total of 10 grades related to quizzes, and so that becomes very straightforward. There are 6 discussions, and I'm providing the prompts for those that will simplify your life a little bit. Prompts for week 2 and 3, and there are 2 in week 3, are already in the system. I'm working on the ones for 4 and 5 right now. I've not posted the template for the sector analysis, marketing analysis yet, and I'll do that probably tomorrow morning, and sector analysis. And then there is the personal marketing plan. I'm actually revising that right now, and I will post that tonight yet. The idea, those are your 2 major assignments that you're going to have over the next 4 weeks. Everything culminates in those 2 activities. In next week's class, I will talk in a fair amount of detail about the corporate analysis, company-wide analysis, market-related, and the expectations related to that. There are videos posted in the homework in the week 1 description inside E360. I strongly encourage you to explore that. Even while we're online, just pop up another screen, go into E360, click on lessons, and click on week 2 and week 3 to explore those. There's not going to be a major test since we're doing multiple quizzes. If you didn't do the quizzes last week, you have two additional quizzes this week, a total of 4 that must be done. These quizzes are 10 questions long. Each question is worth 1 point. It takes less than 15 minutes to do the quizzes. They're multiple choice. They come from a test bank. There are 90 questions in the test bank, and you have 10 questions of those 90 in each case. Keeps it very simple, very quick. I'm not so much interested that you are, well, the purpose of the quizzes is to make sure you're doing the reading from the textbook, and it can be dry at times, and I've also picked critical chapters so that I know we're not skipping any of those. Honestly, there are classes where we have no quizzes on the text, but on an online class, it's harder to get assessments than any other way. So we will go along those lines. I expect there to be at least 1 discussion per week, and in one case it'll be 2. The happiness book, you need to have it read by week 3. There is a discussion post related to the happiness book. Discussions are to be written in a very professional academic format. I prefer APA. If you haven't used it, I strongly encourage you to use Grammarly. go through and check your grammar, your spelling, and your plagiarism. It checks it all. If you set it up for academic checks, which is the most severe, it catches darn near everything. And I will run it through Grammarly on my side. In case you don't, and you will get feedback from me related to that. I expect citations in an APA format with references at the end. The length is described in the syllabus. I'm leaning towards reducing the length of those just a little bit, down to 300 words for your initial post and 200 words for a follow-up. I'm only going to require one follow-up for each discussion post. That'll make it a little easier. Your discussion posts are due on Wednesday nights, Wednesday. If there's a second one, it's due on Friday. And your follow-up is 2 days later in both cases. Should make things a little bit simpler. And the sessions that we're holding should help a little bit to make sure that everybody's on the same page. The corporate analysis is a group project. You and your partner will turn that in together. Both of you will submit the same paper. Personal marketing plan is obviously an individual piece of work. It doesn't make sense for two of you to do that. So that's the corporate analysis is the big issue. And we will have an entire session on that next week. Now, I've done my little monologue for about 8 minutes, and I'm going to open it up to you guys. I hope you're looking in on E360 and see if I can answer your question.
Hey, this is Heidi. I've got a question on the quizzes.
Okay.
So I know you said to snapshot any of the grades of any of the quizzes we've taken. Does that mean that we do not have to take the ones that align with those chapters if we've done them in Connect?
That's true. You do not. I will accept. You can look and see which in the E360, you see which chapters I require. If you take the quizzes on C and Connect, that's fine with me. If you take them in E360, you just have to tell me, transfer the information to me via a screenshot, and I will put that grade in the books for you. If you prefer to take the other type on E360, that's fine too.
Are the ones in E360 timed?
Yes, they're 15 minutes for 10 questions.
Okay.
Gives you about 90 seconds per question. I don't want you spending a lot of time on tests. That's why I've limited to 15 minutes. And you notice that it's only 100 points total for the grade. So you can blow one or two and still do really well in the class. And for attending class tonight, each of you get a bonus 25 points. There'll be you can get up to 2, and so you can earn up to 50 points related to that.
Okay. All right. I have a question. I looked through the discussion topics.
Mm-hmm.
For week 3, where we claim one of the topics, do you want us to do a post and claim our topic, or I know we're
what I want you to do is whoever posts first gets the topic.
Well, I ran into this in my last class, that if somebody's 2 hours into working on this and somebody happens to post 20 minutes prior,
I will. What you need to do is go and look and see what's already posted. If you pick one, that's great. And you might even go in and say, okay, I'm going to, don't even post. Just once you've looked, see what other people have posted. If somebody posts the day before, I don't want somebody the next day going in and posting the same thing again. I really want to cover all of those topics in the group.
Okay, but if you're almost done with it and somebody posts one, it's okay to have it.
I'm not going to beat you up about it, right?
Okay.
I will complete the topics and the two teams add to the E316. That's it, guys. It's really pretty straightforward. And I am asking you to go back and upload your introduction to Dropbox, and it's called introduction parenthesis email. You would kindly do that for me if you haven't done it already. That way I have that and I'll grade that. You'll also go in then and you'll take that introduction and you're going to add a SWOT analysis to that, personal SWOT, and that will be in a Dropbox also. We're going to do a lot of introspection related to you in preparation. We're doing a personal marketing.
Hey, Philip, this is Juan. Can you hear me?
I do.
I have a question, and I'm sorry, I was having some issues with my audio. I bought the e version of the book, so what you're saying is that we no longer have to take those quizzes through Connect, only through.
What I'm saying is you can take them in Connect, or you can take them in E360. Either way, if you do them in Connect, then you just need to provide me with a snapshot of your grades.
Gotcha. Okay. And also on the group project that it's due later on, I was talking to Misty about it. I think on the syllabus it says that you have to have, I think it was like no more than 3 words per slide or something like that. Let me see if I can pull it up. Is that?
No, okay. I was going to make you do a complete presentation, and
Okay.
that because of the time limit, and as I'm going through, and I actually measure out the assignments, how much time I expect you to spend on each one. I'm trying to balance the time each week that you're spending in the assignments. I am not going to make you do a presentation on that. All I'm going to do is make you do the corporate analysis, and I'm going to do it in the paper.
So no PowerPoint, just the paper?
Just the paper.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Again, trying to simplify. It usually takes anywhere from about 90 to 180 minutes to do a decent presentation development. And if we were running 5 weeks on this course, in the 5th week, I would have you go in this format, I would have you give a presentation about the market analysis.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you.
No problem. I know this has been stressful, guys. Just getting over the hump here, and I think you'll be fine. My objective is to get you through the course and the content as quickly as possible, and the least amount of stress I can put upon you. It's not, the objective is to make this stressful. So if you got questions, email, better yet, just pick up the phone and call me right now. I'm actually working from home 3 days this week. My last day on campus officially was last Friday, but I'll be back on campus on Thursday and Friday this week. Any questions?
You said that we'll get the personal SWOT directions tonight.
No. What I was saying is I will complete the revision of the template for the personal marketing plan tonight.
Okay.
Personal SWOT, and there is a video that is in, I think it's this list. Go and double check in there. Should be the one at the bottom of the list on a personal SWOT. Watch that. That'll help you on a personal SWOT.
Okay, I started watching that before we started. I didn't get to the end of it, so it might answer this. But are you wanting it in like paragraph form or bullets or?
I don't care at this point. You could do it in a chart form. It would be perfectly okay. You could do it in a table in Word and put it together that way. Or, matter of fact, most people will do it that way first. And then eventually you'll have to do a narrative that goes with that, but not now.
So that'll be more part of the personal marketing plan?
It will be part of the personal marketing plan.
Okay.
Does that help?
Yep, it does.
I strongly believe that, and if you've had my classes before, you know that I push for having reading followed by watching videos and such on an online course, then discussing it among yourselves, and then I always have an application. Honestly, I don't normally do the quizzes and all like we have in this class. This isn't normally my class, and I'm required to include that. But I'm taking as many liberties with this course as I can at this point. Any other thoughts? So let me review due dates for you. If you have assignments due from last week, they are due Wednesday night at midnight. If you you have to have your discussion post done Wednesday and response by Friday, and your primary assignment done on Sunday, the general pattern for the course. Anything else?
I do have one other question. In Connect, so I've done part of the quizzes that were in Connect, and so I did a chapter 4 quiz, but I see on your list you actually wanted the chapter 3.
Well,
so did I sub or?
I think 4 is included in mine, isn't it? I thought it was. Hold on.
I'm looking at the syllabus versus
4 is included in this. So if you've done all the way through 4, then you're fine. Just send me a snapshot of the grades.
But I mean, like on yours, I think you have a quiz for chapter 3, so that would be the only one that I need to do then.
Yes, that's exactly right.
Because there isn't one.
Yeah, there isn't one. I get it, but those first 4 chapters are pretty important, and I want to make sure we get it. Everybody doesn't just go over the top of those, okay? And then I start trying to only pick out the ones that I feel absolutely have to be covered at this point.
Okay.
Does that help?
Yep. Thank you.
Okay. So your introduction and with your personal SWOT, and I don't care if it's narrative, and I don't care if it's graphical, how you want to do that. It's due on Sunday night. So this week is intended to be a tad bit light academically. I know it doesn't seem like that. Quizzes, but 2 of those quizzes are from last week, and what I'm doing is trying to allow for everyone in the class to get caught up to the same place. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay. So I will post the assignment tonight. Somebody else was in the class. Did anybody else know who that was? They're on with a telephone number. I couldn't tell who it was.
Yeah, it was just a phone number.
I might just send out a general email, and I've got the 2 of you, so I'll go ahead and put your 25 points in that for each of you, and then I will add. I'll put out an email to ask them to identify themselves. Better yet, I'll watch it after I get this done. I'll go back and watch it. Pull that cell phone number. That might be cool. All right. Anything else?
No, thank you for your time.
No problem. This is normal for me on online classes. I normally hold sessions like this, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 15 minutes sometimes, depending on what needs to be covered in the class. So this isn't really a problem for me at all. So if you have any questions, I'm going to post this. See, I've got to upload it to YouTube. Then I have to backload it to MKT-360. So it may take tomorrow morning for I actually put it up there. But let me know if you got any questions, okay?
Okay. Yep, thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you. You guys have a good night.
You too.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye.